this video, actually, I'm going to just explain some basics or just example in which we will see that how we're going to just link between the source and destination using ns2. It is just a simply made just simulation in, or implementing or creating links between the source and destination. So firstly, we have to just open the administrator window of PowerShell. So window PowerShell is here. Firstly, you have to go to your, I mean, just a start, and then there you will just click on the start, and on the search bar you have to write window PowerShell. So after clicking on this, you will be redirected to this open tab. So here in this area, you have to write WSL, WSL, then two times this minus sign, that is also called hyphen. Then you have to write install, then again one slash hyphen D. Then you have to write here Ubuntu UBU and T into then hyphen 20.04, and you just need to just write this down. Now with this you have to click enter. So if we have done a mistake here, so let's again write this. Actually, I needed a space in between them. So firstly, you have to write WSL. Then there will be a space here, and then hyphen two times. Then install one space between and minus 30 hyphen D. Then again a space. Then you apply U V U N T U Ubuntu. Then hyphen 20.04. So then you have to write. Then we just enter. Then there will be actually is still there is a problem. So you can just use this one WSL installed event to 20.04. Since it's still showing some problem here, since I have already installed it, so it's showing already exist. So firstly, actually I wanted to show you that how can you just firstly install it, then you will do this. So firstly we need to just uninstall this. So let's firstly let me uninstall this. So here we have just write this one WSL on register over to 20.04. If you have before it you have just install it. So from here now we have to again install it. So we are going to copy this path, that is WSL. There will be a space in between them. Then hyphen icon install space hyphen D space capital U, then a small BUNTU, then hyphen 20.04. Now we are going to just enter this. So after entering this, yeah, as you can see that there it is going to downloading even to 20.04 LTS. So let's just wait for this to install. Here we are going to see that it is just downloading 0.2% as we downloaded. It is going to be downloaded. So before it download, just wait for this. Let's see how much time it's going to take. Actually my speed is just good. It is so can't say that how much time it will take. So just we can do it, just wait. So for this time I'm just stopping the video, so that after when it will be about to install, we will just begin. So it has been time that it has successfully downloaded. Now it is launching, then it might take a while. So creating a default Linux user. So here it is. So I'm just going to write anything. So I just let it write Raish Kumar, then enter. So it is going to just ask for a password. So you can just take, you have just to take this user ID as well, or you can also take the password as well, but it's better to take the same thing. So I'm going to just use the use more as well, and then enter. Since you will see that here the password is uh, not shown due to the privacy. So I am going to just write it again. Here it is. After entering, you would see that the password has been just updated successfully. So from here, to run command administrator, use sudo command cmake sudo root for the test. So actually, I have just installed it. So now it's time to just begin for your Ubuntu. So firstly, what we are going to do is, since our event has been installed, so we will firstly go to the event in our start point. So here we are going to see that recently it has been added in. So we're going to open it. So here it is. So this message. Firstly, you will see this message as well. So after this, you have in some cases it will take some time to install since I have already installed it in my window parcel. So firstly, what I'm going to do is you have to write down the first command for this, that is sudo apt update, that is sudo apt then update. After this, you will require a password here. So I'm going to write password and it will be just started. So as you can see that here it is password has been taken and now it's just taking the get type of message here and all the packages are going to be installed. So as we see the password after entering this sudo apt update, the first thing you have to just update this. So let's see that how much time it's going to take. I hope it will not take much time. So just waiting and waiting. It's 76% and going on. So here it is 83%. And in the inner also there is some files are being unpacked. So after this, since we see that all packages are up to date, since the sudo apt update is used just to update your all the packages. So after this, you need to do the second prompt, that is sudo apt get install ns2. So that is you need to say sudo then apt then get install then ns2. So after adding this, we are going to see that it's running package list and so on. So after this all, you need to see that after this operation, additional list space will be yours. So do you want to continue? So you have to just write only while. So after yes, it will wise areas and then unpacking. There's so much of things that already unpacked here, and some things, some other setting has also been updated here. So after this, after sudo apt, and there is a hyphen get install ns2. We have installed ns2 here. So then we have to install get name. So in the same way, you have to go sudo apt hyphen get and we have to install name here. So here it is. The name has already been installed here. So the next thing is we have to install ged id ged. So we have to also apply the same thing sudo apt then here get and install get id. So here again asking permission for operation, it will require 497 MB of additional license. So we are going to just type yes, y, then it will be just proceed again. After proceeding, we will see that since it is a big file, it may take some time, but my speed you can see that it is 343670 kb per second, that is 3 MB about. So let's see how much time it's gonna take. Hope not, it will not take more. So we will just wait for this. After get ready, we just going to going to the next step. So it has already been taken 65%. So and so on so on. The speed is just sometimes going down. It will take 1 minute, 50 seconds and something. Here the speeds are gradually increasing or decreasing. In some PC or the laptops, it may vary. So we're just going to wait. So before it's going to India, I'm just stopping for a bit so that it could be installed. Or you can also skip it. I'm not going to stop this. So you can see this as well. So let's wait and see what is going to happen. It has already been taken 84% already here. Since we have used the parts already here, so we're going to close this. We're going to the full stream. So let's see. Already 91% has been done. So it is about to India. So let's see, just it's gonna be finished. Since we have downloaded, maybe you have already installed. Firstly, we have updated the sudo apt update. Then we have done sudo apt get install ns, then ns2, and the name and geared id. Then the next thing we are going to do is, so let's say this it is just going saying some setup, and it is just finishing some internal functions, something like setting and update our thing. So I think it is gonna take few sec. Okay, now it has all been over here. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to install TCL. So for this we are going to do sudo apt install TCL. So here again asking the permission. So we're going to type yes here. Since TCL has been also updated here. So now the next thing we're going to do is you're just going to type ns here. After typing ns, you will see there a percentile option. So you just to type exit here. Since we have done all the updates things, so after this thing, we just need to create a file on your desktop. Since I have not tell you, you also requires xming xming from Google Chrome. You can install it. So or I can also show you. So firstly, going so here we are on our Google Chrome. So we are going to type here xming here. So after this, here you will see this xming. We are going to download. You can write, let's write here, that's in the capital letter, again entering. So here we can go on the source codes as well. So here you can see you need to firstly identify this figure x means area. So after this you have to download. So you download it, start shortly. So since we started, you are going to install it. So I'm going to just save it. So here it is. It has been downloaded already. So I'm going to open this file, then going to install it. So I'm going to install it anywhere. So next, next, and next, then install it. So we have seen that completed that setup has been installed here. The next thing we are going to do is we have just to create any file in the desktop here, and you have to name this. So firstly, I have created here a ns2 file here. So we have some data. We are going to erase this. So this is the data. I'm going to just delete this. This immediately there. Now I'm going to just copy this path. So it has been copied. So now we are going to back on this event. So you have here we have to write the first thing, which is cd, then there will be a space, then the slash, then mnt slash c, then again your slash, then you have to copy your file. So you can see that they are the backslash are from firstly the uh, you just to match this one, that is open or close. So I'm going to change this one firstly, and at the list. So again here, and at the user, you have to see that that C is or the C which you can see here, both are same. So I'm just going to replace the capital C. Now it will be a small c. Then you have to take a slash. Then you just need to go on the right side of ns2, and here you have to just click enter. Here you have to click 1s, that is ls. After clicking ls, you have to open the file in between your ns2. So first we are going to do get it, then space, then just type any, just like I'm going to type e1 dot tcl. It will create a file, and there you will be able to see a just a pop-up window like. So firstly I'm going to enter this. So here again you see that there is uh, a file has been open here. So let's see what we are going to do. Firstly we are going to just write a program which will just create, what will create, this will create a link between the source and destination using ns2. That will be just a simulation. So for this let's write a code firstly. So here this the heads will represent uh, the anything inside the heads will be represented as image. So firstly we're going to do, what are you going to do, firstly creating variable. So first thing we are going to do is creating global variable here. So variables, so inside this we're going to do set ns, and in the bracket we're going to create new simulation, close bracket. Then in the next we are going to set to name trace. So for inside the name trace we are going to do set name f, And then again in the bracket, we are going to write down open y1 dot name, then w full bracket. And then again, we are going to do write down dollar ns name trace from or then dollar name. We are going to write down the we have to set the name again, set name that is name dollar name that will be what will be same here. So next thing we are going to do is we are just going to we have set the name trace. Now it's time to open the trace file. So that is open trace file. So in this section we are going to firstly set. So for the trace file we are going to name it as trace f, and the square bracket we are going to add open wire one dot. For this we are going to use tr then w in the close bracket. The next thing is we are going to do is dollar ns, and here we're going to do trace hyphen all, and again we have to use dollar trace f. Sorry, it's replaced there. Here we're going to do dollar trace f. That is same. So after this we're going to do open proto r rmn. So next we have this set up this one. Next thing we are going to do is we are going to set some color, setting color values. So in this section we are going to just set the color value. So for this we are going to do is it is dollar ns color one. It is just like in sliding. So for we have just taken one. Next one is to this. Let's firstly take this as blue. And next one we are going to take yellow. Again we are going to do the same ns color. Since firstly we have to take this from the 0, so here it is 0, this one, then it is 2. For the second one it will be blue yellow. Let's take red. Since we have taken the colors already, now it's time for creating client router. So firstly router in server, client router in server node. So in this section we are just going to create a client router in. So here in the creation we are going to set set and 0, and in the bracket we are going to, so we have to take the square bracket here dollar ns node. Again set we are going to set n1 and dollar ns node close bracket, then I will set n2 dollar dollar ns node and close bracket. Since we have created the client router link here, after this we are going to establish link between establish the link between the nodes. So firstly, for this, so just write the comment here. Establishing the link or in this section. So firstly, we are going to take dollar and it's and duplex hyphen link. So first one is dollar and zero, and the second one is dollar and one. So in this both, we are going to establish 2 MB and 2. And let's take 100 mS. That is drop trail. So next, in when we have to in this take the dollar to collapse link and dollar and since we have taken a link in between 0 to 1, so now 1 to 0, 1, 1 to 2, so dollar and 1 to and 2. So you are going to take 200 kb, 200 kb and 100 mesh, and again drop them. In the next section, we are going to just level the node. So firstly, so here we are going to level the node. So for this, we are going to say shift dollar ns 0.0. Then here we're going to take a double quotation, and here for the first one, that is n0 level. Then we're going to use a slash here, then using again a double quotation, and in this we're going to write client one, then slash will be then close. The next one we're going to then write dollar and 0.0 for the next link, that is n1 level slash and again double quotation. So here we're going to use the server, then slash, then double quotation, and then double quotation will be in here for the board. So we are not here, so again we are using here double quotation. So in the next section we are going to use dollar ms 0.0. So third one is n2 level. In the section we have just taken this text right down level, again using a slash and then client and it's over. So written till this here. Next thing we are going to do is just setting the, we have just get set the color values. Now it's time to just set the setting color value. So we're going to setting the color nodes. So let's set. So, so in this section we are going to use dollar and zero color. You can use blue, then dollar and one color. You can use red here. Then in the next section, dollar and two we are going to add mark. Then using the quotation, we're going to write it my name. Then here we're going to use green square. Square. Okay. So now it's time to give some slipping the notes for differentiation. Differentiation. So in this section, we are just write down dollar, dollar, and one shape. Just type down. Let's type hexagon, hexagon. Then 4 into dollar shape square, square. So till now this have the same slice went value. Now it's need to write a program in which you can execute it. So firstly, going to write a finish program, finish procedure. So here go finish. So so here we have in this section we are going to write down global ns pressure and mmf. Next we are going to use dollar ms plus stress. Next we are going to do close pressure and close, sorry, close name, never. In the next section we are going to do puts. In the square bracket we are going to do opening name dot dot and the close bracket in the 39 execute kernel for executing exec, then then pen, sorry, oh, sorry, yeah, name where one dot name, name and enter exit 0 and here clear till 0. So now we need to recall this. So calling procedure. So for this we are going to use dollar section. We are going to write down ns at 0 and in the quotation we are going to write down finish and then dollar ms. So after this you need to just save it. So you can directly click on the save as well or control s as well. So writing this you just need to close this one. So yeah, you will be able to see that there are some stuff. So after this, you need to type down to just recall the. So after get ID, we have. So just to recall this, we are going to use the ns and the name of the file which was e1.tcl. So So here you will be able to see that there are some of your problems in the lines. So we will again go to the line so that we could be able to use. So we're going to get it v1.tc. So again it will be opened here. So after this we are going to check what is the problems in here since we have used the CTNS new simulator. Since this is simulator, not simulation, that is simulator or simulator setting name trace in this section net name f and then open wire one dot and w that is thing dollar ns name trace hyphen all dollar name that is also good. And the next section is opening the trace file that's set trace stuff and open wire one dot yarw that is also good. Dollar ns trace hyphen all dollar trace f that is also good and set pro to rlm that is also well. Now for the next one is setting the color values in this section dollar ns color 0. Sorry, we are going to use let's see color, let's take it color 1 and it's color 2 and next section color 3. We don't need to initialize colors from 0, so here it is. Next thing is creating client router. So here we are going to set n0 that is dollar ns node n1 and n2. Then establish the link between the node ns duplex link and dollar n0 dollar n1 and 2 mb 100 ms drop tail. Then drop tail in the labeling the node we have dollar ns at 0.0 quotation. Since we have just leave the dollar here, there it is dollar again dollar and here again dollar. So here it is clear. Now next thing is setting the color node that is dollar n0 color blue and then red dollar into a heading mark and here you can write your name as well. Then here you have just leave the n here green square. Second node for differentiation we will see dollar and one shape hexagon dollar into shape square. Then finish procedure that is the cross finish and the curly brackets as well. Then global ns trace f then name it dollar ns flush trace then close dollar. Here it will be also dollar well. So let's write down. So here it is again dollar now in the puts we are opening name then exec and execution name wire one. Since it is wired, not just wire, it is wired. In the above section we have also seen it will be wired and here it will be also wired. So wired one dot nav and exit 0, then the bracket will be closed, curly bracket here, calling finish procedure where it is dollar ns at 2.0 and in the section finish dollar ns. Okay, we have not typed the run here. So run. So now we are going to save it. So after saving this, we're going to close this one. So it will be just look like failed to commit changes, code not connect. So let's study. So firstly, let's see what has happened after calling this ns e1.tcl. So still there is can't read ns03 no such variable while executing ns new simulator 500 tcl line 2. So there are still some few problems. So let's check again. So that will be we will write ns sorry get it e1.tcl. So here again in the second line set ns new simulator. So I don't think there should be any problem in it, but still what is the sign? can't read ns03. ns03 no such variable while executing. So let's see where we have initialized ns03 here. We will 01 ns02. So first line set this, the second line that is set ns it new and simulator file unit 792. I think there is some changes. So since the all values are being shown here, since we need to start x mili one time, so we're going to start. So in the section we're going to x menu, you need to just open it once. So firstly here, so you need to open it as manager administrator. So let's see, it's going to open or not. Still not open. So again, that's ng. So sometimes it does not. So firstly, again, let's see what does happen in this. Even that is here, and there is still some problem here. Actually, we had done just a mistake here. That was the space between the ns and this simulator. So after this, we have to save it and cut this. Then again, we are going to call this ns e1.tcl. Then now it's showing on the there is again in the line 4. So it idea e1.tcl. So again in the line 4 there will be a space again, and there will be a space here. So just making sure all the variables which are right there have some space. So after this, I'm going to save this, cut this, and now just calling it by ns e1.tcl. So again there is some problem that illegal access mode RLM that is Pro 12. So let's run get ID e1.tcl. So here there is some problem here. So let's see, this is RLM or what? RLM. There is also a dot here. So after this, um, let's check. Yeah, there is still some problem there. So firstly, ready, and here, then we are just going to remove this photo. So firstly, we are going to just check it with paging has, and then so it. And now again, so let's see what has happened. Now again, there at extra characters after closing quote. Oh, we have just used extra. So let's run get ID e1.pcl at 22 we have used icon. What does it mean by you have used level client one and set the n0 level we have used what we have used. Sorry, I don't find this piece here. Let's take it as open. So this one also this 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 name for here. I'm going to use the slash and backslash. So now again save it and let's see is it going to be or not. So on this and we practice. So let's see. Now it's showing some problem in the 33. So that 30 wanted to see the 31. So what is the problem here? For finish. We are not use anything. I don't think that there is missing. So firstly, let's see what is the problem here. Oh, okay, that's a so big block name spotted. So here, long heads are so big block name marks body. Let's the block finish. So here, so let's take capital L here and sorry, it will be in a small letter. But what is the problem is here? Finish was used in this section from finish, then curly bracket. So there must be some 33. So I just needed a space here. So let's see after this what will happen. So ns e.cl. So now it hasn't finished. Now you can see that. So our simulation has been done. So let's do this. So we have the circular farming. Yeah, client one is 0, and client two here is 2. So it was all about just simulating this. So in here we can say that name network emitter welcome to name stream. So this is just just info about name console, and here it is name wire component. So here you will see its layout. So thank you.